Yo guys, welcome back to another banger, and in this video I'll be telling you the top 5 best drop spots in Chapter 4 Season 2. These drop spots are really good for grinding the champs and placing well in tournaments, and if you enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. Peace. Okay guys, the first drop spot is on the east side of the map, and it will be the north spot of this island. And this is a really good island, especially for tournaments, because you can get max metal, max brick, guarantee max shield, and max wood. Looks like there's somebody coming here. No. Usually a lot of people will land here though, because there is katana spawns over here. But landing at this island, I would highly recommend not going for those, because they will most likely put you in a very bad position. As you can see from this island, there's a geyser and there's lots of chest spawns and floor spawns. There's also safes over here at this section of the island. And I would always recommend getting these because of the new augments, and especially the Greta V because on this drop spot you most likely will not get katanas, and this is really useful for stacked endgames. Near the middle of the island over here, there is a slurp truck. This will give you max shield 100 times, guaranteed. And there's also lots of mini slurp rails around the map, or island, which I would recommend. It's going to be your source of metal. Okay, bro, that guy was a bot, to be honest. It looks like he had a katana. He probably came over here, over from there. I'd be aware of these guys, because some people may just land on the katanas and fly over here. But the benefit of landing here first is that you will have better loot, significantly better loot, and you can kill them. Okay, I'm going to head out of this island, and I'm going to go over here, right here. And this is where you'll be getting the remaining metal that you need to max out. Just be careful, because sometimes there will be another player at this spot, because it has really good metal and a couple of chest spawns. For our next drop spot, we are dropping southwest of Kenjutsu Crossing. And this is a very good drop spot. You just got to make sure you land up here. Sometimes you may get conned, usually not that too often, but just be prepared. Okay, this is a really good spot. You just gotta perfect your drop, and this is because there are katanas right here, which you can go to, but there's also lots of brick, chest back here, lots of floor. Here there's a slurp truck, so coming out of the spot you can always guarantee 100 shield, and this just makes the spot very valuable. So yeah, let's get the slurp truck and move on to the next part of the spot. If you need extra metal, all of this, the thing that's so good about this spot is all of these rails up here are metal, so you can guarantee max metal from this spot. So this is a really good spot. For our third drop spot, we will be going west of Steamy Springs, and while this may not look like a lot, it is a lot. You get 2 chests off rip right here. I'm just gonna kill this guy real quickly. Okay, you can get 2 chests off rip right here. There's barrels. There's a geyser right here for location, and there is a cooler. But the good thing about this location is the chest in the bamboo. So these really thick bamboos almost always have chests in them, and they're the main source of your loot for this location. As you can see, there's a lot of these big things spread around here, and they're not in all of them, but they're in a ton of them. You also have these 2 shacks up here with a hollow chest, and usually not much people go here. I would stay away from these, to be honest. Okay, we got him. That was rough. Oh, one more guy. It's usually not this con, guys. Do not worry. I just went to the wrong spot. I'm gonna finish this guy off, and we'll get back to the video. Okay, so for future reference, oh wow, this is not fun. Okay, Oh wow, this is really bad. I would lean towards this side where there won't be as much kids. Yeah, let's go over there right now. You can fish over here. As you can see, there's lots of chests over here. I would not go over there in the future, and I'd try to stay on these outskirts and quickly loot over there. And as you can see, there's lots of chests around me from my visuals. Uh, there's really high chances of you getting a mythic chest because of the amounts of spawns here. And while it may not look like a lot, it is a ton and definitely enough for a duo. So if you head over here to the bottom of this area, there's also a chest with a ton of slurp barrels. As you can see, this is probably the main source of kills that you're gonna get from here. And it has 3 chugs and I think 2 or 3 coolers. And also, if you look over here, there is swords or katanas. So this is a really great spot. You will have to fight off spawn occasionally. Usually at this spot exactly, there will not be kids, but there will be lots of kids around it, especially because it's really close to and part of Steam. So, yeah, we will be landing Sleepy, and this is for the more mechanical players, you could say. And this is because this will be conned almost 100% of the time. But the reason we are going here is because it's so good if you get without spawn. You get tons of loot. And with all the floor spawns and chest spawns, you have a really high chance of getting a katana. So I usually like landing at this house. There's usually some good stuff. And let me just heal up and fight this guy. Okay. Yeah, this spot is probably for the more mechanical players. It's really contested right now because it was hot drop. But make sure to farm up all this metal, and back here there's some metal fences and metal rails for you to farm. And then you can head over here to gas station, which is usually never landed at. And you can make sure to get the gold for your augments. And there's a couple chest spawns, and you can go to the top and farm some of the metal. After you're done looting this, this slurp check does not actually heal you to 100 shield, but it's fine. After you're done looting this, I would run west over to this cabin, and on your way there, you can farm this brick and try to get to max brick and wood. There's floor spawns, lots of ammo crates and chest spawns, and it's a little small shack, but it's really good. And usually there's a cooler right here, and you're relatively in the center of the map, which makes this spot really good. On to the next. So for our 5th and final drop, we will be landing a little bit west of Frenzy right here. This is almost never conned and one of my favorite drop spots. I land here in cash cups and when I'm trying to get W points. Yeah. This spot is so good because it has lots of coolers, lots of chests where you can get decent loot and fighting decent loot to the point where you can fight, and it's just a really good spot overall. There's 2 cooler spawns near the house, and then there's 1 cooler spawn up here and 1 at the cabin over there. That cabin has a chest and a cooler spawn. And when you're at this spot, make sure to farm up as much metal as you can, but also try to get over here quickly so you can farm up this house before the kids from the red house come. What you want to do here is you're just going to farm up all this metal and make sure to farm all the pipes and just everything you can farm, because this will probably be your only source of metal the whole game. Alright guys, as you can see just from this one spot, we already got 200 metal, and that's without farming anything from the house.
And after farming this metal, I usually don't like to farm over here for too long because people do rotate into here. But I like to go over here and farm all this brick so I can get max brick. As you can see, without getting the 2 chug spawns over there, I already have max chugs, max shield fish, and really good heals. Also, I didn't even loot the house and I have a shotgun. So I like to farm this brick, say I get max, and then I come up here and get the last cooler and another chest spawn. And the good thing about this is it's almost never conned, and you're never in between two. You're not in between two big POIs like Mega City or over here, or Slappy. You're just like in the open, and you have a free rotate to the center. If you are still needing more loot, you can go into Frenzy and farm up this house, but that's a little risky. And if you want to play it safe, you can go back here to this pond where no one ever drops. And then usually I would recommend coming up here and scouting before you go down here. But you could always scout. And there's some extra metal and there's some buried chests. But yeah, thank you for sticking around and watching the whole video. And if you're here, make sure, if you're still here, please comment WVIN.